Welcome back to part 2 of me using all of the makeup products that I've had in my makeup collection for the longest time. Some of these products are over a decade old. For setting powder, there was no competition. This setting powder has been in my makeup collection the longest, period. Hands down, probably 15 years. It's not been in 15 years. I haven't even been wearing makeup 15 years. But probably since I was about 14, I've had this baking powder repurchased every time. This baking powder was actually the original one that I had. I used to use the yellow shade everywhere. Under my eyes. Banana. Can you imagine it? No. We're going in with the translucent shade today on my under eyes. This is exactly how I used to use it. I used to tip a little bit into the back of my hand, bake under the eyes. Powder bronzer. This is what I used to use. This is my perfect colour powder foundation from Primark. You can see how old this is. It's literally indestructible, and you can see how much I used to use it as well. I hit pan on it. It was literally the only bronzer that I used to use. Now, I'm not going to use this on my face today because I had to repurchase, because now that it's a little bit old, this is probably about 8 years old, I would say. You can tell. Literally, you can tell. Saw it in Primark again, and I was like, you know what? I just need to repurchase, and I'm so glad that I did because I love this version as well. This is the foundation pressed powder. I'm pretty sure it's the same exact thing, just reformulated. I use a slightly lighter shade now. I don't know how I used a bronze with that. This has a really beautiful, like, blurring effect to the skin, I guess, because it's a powder foundation. It's meant to be smoothing, it's meant to be more full coverage, so I really don't find myself dipping into this a lot, and I get the desired result that I'm looking for. You can already tell that this is an old one. This is also from Primark. Apparently I liked my blush and bronzer from Primark, but this one, I actually remember that I wore this for prom, so I've had this at least since 2015, so 10 years I've had this blush, and I'll never throw this away because it's just so nostalgic. I literally remember using this on my prom day. It doesn't have a lid, it's just always loose in my makeup collection. Can't leave this one out. This is the Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder. I always like to go in with the pressed powder like just after I finish all of my usual powders, and if I feel like I've gone a little bit overboard anywhere, I'll just pack a little bit of this back into like the perimeters of the places. For example, the blush, I'll just take it in the center of my face. This is a really beautiful powder for smoothing out the skin, but also I feel like this one is a little bit of a darker shade for me, so I probably shouldn't be using it. I need to repurchase this. This is in the shade Natural Beige. Back in with my setting spray. This is the mattifying makeup fixing spray from Collection Cosmetics. Of course, Fan It Dry. And I'm about to go eat some food because I'm absolutely starving. But that is all of my oldest makeup powder base products. I am going to do a separate video on my eye products because I have a lot of old makeup when it comes to the eyes. I'll be back to show you the finished look though once I've eaten and the eyes are on.